Hi, I'm Erik Linask. I'm here at the Miami Beach Convention Center, getting ready for the exhibit hall to open in a few short hours here at our 21st IT Expo. Uh, I'm here with who's become one of our regular guests here at IT Expo in our video interviews, Don Palmer, CEO of SipPrint. Don, welcome. Thanks for
Hey,
coming.
nice to see you again, Eric.
Um, how's Miami been treating you so far?
Well, last night was a long night, so I'm a little bit tired this morning. But we're just starting out, so we're looking for a good show, good next 3 days.
Excellent. Well, we certainly hope that'll play itself out for you. One of the things, we're talking about a lot of call recording stuff with you guys, and you were telling me that one of the things you've got coming up is you're really scaling down your capabilities to enable very, very small businesses to leverage the SipPrint technology.
Well, that's right. SipPrint, we gear towards the SMB marketplace, and we're actually just launching a product which will be in a press release this week. But we've got the product here at the show, and we're real excited about it, and it's called the Express. And the Express unit is actually a small little box of, just so big. It's not a one-use server, and it's going to be for 15 users and below. And that's really going to enable the real small users. There's a lot of customers out there, a lot of small businesses with 8, 10, 12 people. They're not going to grow. They're comfortable in that zone. There's a lot of mom and pop, a lot of small business owners that want to have full functionality in an IP PBX. They want to have it in call recording. They want to have it in call accounting, and they want to be able to afford it. So here we are again. SipPrint we catered to the small business owner, and we're real excited to launch that this week.
Now, in terms of deployment and usability, it functions exactly like your SMB unit?
Exactly. Not one difference. So that's the beauty of the whole thing. I mean, the screen comes up the same. The search and playback is the same. The archive tools are the same. The functionality of it, the installation is just the same. Plug and play, 15, 20 minutes to set up and customize your extensions or your people's names. It's another beautiful aspect of the whole piece of it. It's not an offshoot and something else totally different that you can't figure out. Same SipPrint mythology, real easy to use and easy to configure, good price.
Now, so you're talking about 15 users and below. All right, so I've got 10 or 12 or 13, and I grow a little bit. Can I hook up 2 of them?
You can hook up 2 of them, but what we're going to do is we're going to actually have a migration path through our distribution unit that'll say, look, if you did grow and you bought a 12-user, now you had some great success, and we hope that folks do, but you had some great success and you went to 30 or 40 users, hey, the distribution unit through SipPrint Manufacturing will have a migration path to go into the SMB platform, which is our stable platform that starts off at 20, goes to 70, and of course then we have the SME product, which is the redundant product that goes from 50 to 200. So we've got a migration plan to go forward with all those products.
So really make it easier for companies to continue using SipPrint while growing without having to use multiple units.
That's exactly right. We want them to stay with SipPrint. We want to keep the customer base. We don't want to have them go somewhere else, and we're going to make it very easy for people to stay with SipPrint.
Why is there so much interest in call recording? I mean, it was only a couple years ago that we were very, very infrequently talking about call recording, maybe in call center environments.
Well, I think there's always been an interest in call recording, and I go back into the 90s with call recording, but it was always on the high end. I mean, and that was really the limitation. It was the buy-in. Nobody was gearing, as you and I have spoken before, nobody was geared to the SMB marketplace. So the folks that had 10 or 20 or 30 or 50 users or 60 users, they just couldn't afford it. I mean, those price points, you go back 10 years ago, 12 years ago, they were $1,500 a channel. So a poor guy that, buys a 50 phone IPBX or a PBX at that time was going to spend $50,000 to $75,000 for recording. And so who could afford that in those days? Well, the big companies. So, and then now look, you fast forward to today, you've got a lot of small businesses out there. Small business is that's the engine of our economy. So you've got the small business owners that are out there. You've got the the development of the IP PBX, the SIP based systems. The price points are a lot less, and these folks want to enjoy the same types of benefits that the larger companies have had. They do want to record their calls. They want to do it for quality assurance. Mm-hmm. They want to do it for he said, she said. Some people are losing money because they got into an argument with somebody over the phone about something that they're selling. or there's a discrepancy, or they're training folks. And you know, you say call centers, there's a lot of companies out there, Eric, that have call centers of only 5 people. You know, they've got a little customer service department of 5 or 6 people or 8 people. It doesn't have to be 200 at the airlines. You know, there's a lot of companies with 5 or 6 people in a little call center, and they want to record those calls for quality assurance and get their customers served better.
Are we ever going to get to a point where people are going to be interested in recording video calls?
Yes, and, you know, you bring that up, and I got a big smile on my face because we're going to be launching a lot of stuff in 2010. SIPprint, we are very excited. Our technology department with Jonathan Fold, who's our CTO and my business partner, and his group of program developers. I mean, video is on the next horizon. I mean, probably just months away. Jonathan will probably shoot me for saying that, but probably just months away. You always put pressure on those guys to develop that stuff faster. But video recording, we're also launching actually SIPprint's coming out with a SIP-based call accounting package to go with our call recording package. That'll be out in the next 30 days. We've had a lot of people say, hey, you're already gathering the data for call recording. Why don't you throw in a call accounting package with that? So it was very easy for us to do. So we're going to blend those, a suite of products together. So SIPprint's doing a lot of stuff coming out. We just developed a G729 codec for the carriers. So we've got the carriers looking at us aggressively for, that's the codec that the carriers like the Verizons, the Paytex, those types of folks use in providing services to their customers. G711 is the norm for the PBX environment, which we do already. So we're doing a lot of things that are happening. 2010 is going to be a huge year for SIPprint.
Certainly sounds like it. Don, thanks for joining me. Been chatting here at IT Expo with SIPprint's Don Palmer.
Thanks, Eric.
Have a great show, Don.
Thanks, buddy.